today.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. 18 more yards there and another first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he's got it to about the 40. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 14 carries, 114 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Hunt will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Rookie to rookie. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniels. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run right side with Hunt, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a dump off here complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Another completion here to Hunt. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That caught by Trimble. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On first down, Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. It's Daniels. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo again. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On second and goal, Garoppolo, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now he'll throw deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So we have come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And oh, what a catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they'll walk him back half the distance. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
To throw is Garoppolo. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd and 5. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. That's French. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. He finds his man complete. That's French. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's French. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? He's back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Coup now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. A 10-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Finding Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
He's going to go up top again.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. That's French.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Neal.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right.
This pass is caught by London.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Atlanta, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.